Around the nation, an IV fluid shortage across the country, delaying surgeries and forcing hospitals and healthcare facilities to find ways to conserve it. The shortage was caused by Hurricane Helene that has had a major manufacturing plant in crisis in North Carolina. KOMO's Michelle Esteban explains how hospitals in Washington are coping.
IV fluids, the lifeblood for treating millions of patients, and right now they are in short supply. Hospitals and healthcare providers in full-on conservation mode.
All types of healthcare organizations need to be taking steps to conserve the supply that they have.
Rona Lean with the Northwest Healthcare Response Network says the most critical strategy is to conserve IV fluids for the most urgent patients. And in many cases, that means postponing elective procedures.
For every hospital, they're going to have to assess, are there impacts based on their supply and their patient population that might warrant them taking steps to temporarily postpone particular elective procedures.
Would you assess where we are with regard to those most urgent patients? Do we have enough IV fluids for them?
I would say that it's important for each healthcare facility to answer that question. We are hearing that the most urgent patients can continue to get the care that they need.
The Response Network works with medical providers around disaster preparedness and response. They know in times of disaster, supply chains can be impacted. They work with 100 hospitals in Washington, including Overlake Medical Center in Bellevue.
Every surgery gets an evaluation for expected utilization of IV fluid and gets a nod yes or no from the surgical services team.
The day after Hurricane Helene damaged the nation's largest IV fluid supplier, Overlake opened an incident command center and got to work on how to conserve. So far, they're reducing IV consumption by up to 40%.
We changed how we do IVs for antibiotics.
Instead of using an IV bag, a new pharmacy protocol relies on a small IV push through a syringe, coping with the unpredictable nature of a situation that could linger.
There may be some continuing disruptions for the weeks ahead, at least through the calendar year.
Michelle Esteban, KOMO News.